Hi, I'm David Esther Sweet. Welcome to another episode on Real Woman Blueprint. This platform is to make women be aware of the real life experiences that a lot of women has passed through in their marriage, in their relationship, in their career, in their parenting. You just name it. We are sharing stories of women that has tried to find solution to their problems and those that have found solution to their problem. So it's an open platform where you can share your stories and other women will learn one or two things from it. Today we'll be talking about reason why some men cheat. Although a cheating partner can be very annoying and very devastating, especially when your world is built around such man, you begin to ask yourself questions. What are the reasons that had found him in cheating on you? Is it because you're getting old? Is it because the gateway to Jerusalem is no longer active? Is it because you're no longer sexy as you used to be? Or is it because of stress? Sometimes you bombard yourself with a lot of questions trying to find out what are the reasons that could make your husband cheat and actually cheat on you. Life is a two-sided coin. Sometimes it could be because of you prompted him to do that. Why sometimes it could be because naturally it is in his nature to actually cheat. Now, reasons why a man would cheat on you could be one, you're no longer sexy as you used to. Sometimes, when you were single, you try much effort to always look clean, look beautiful, look decent, look nice for him to always want to put his eyes on you. And you got married and there are kids and there are children and your career. Combining such thing could be a bit difficult and a bit challenging. My advice is if you can afford a domestic staff to help you in carrying out some of the responsibilities off your shoulder, do. But if you're the kind of person that is scared that your husband might in turn want to have one or two things with the domestic staff and you feel it's safer you don't employ a domestic staff, no problem. Then you could ask your husband to actually help you in doing one or two chores of the domestic work at home because only you cannot carry out such responsibilities. And at the end of the day, you want to now be active when you're going to Jerusalem. It's going to be a lot of stress for you because taking care of the kids alone is a work on its own, and you after taking care of the kids you now have to face your career, then you now have to face your husband. Try as much as possible to reduce some of the domestic works off your shoulder. Try as much as possible to live the life that you used to live when you were single. You were always looking beautiful, you were always looking sexy, you're always looking ready anytime, any day. But because of the work stress and because of the workload you have, you get tired easily. Sometimes it could be because your seduction skills has reduced. So try as much as possible to pamper your husband. It's not an easy job when kids are involved and career, but try as much as possible to do that. And when you find out that your husband is actually cheating on you, there is no need for you to bring down the building. Sometimes it's just two grown-up adults sit down and discuss it. Get to know the reason why he cheated on you. Maybe because you're not giving him the attention he deserves. Maybe because he's feeling jealous. Maybe because he feels you're no longer seductive or you're no longer sexually appealing to him. You know the reason he's cheating on you, then you can work towards it. Life could be funny. You go for an advice from a friend and they will tell you, if it happens to be my husband, I would divorce him. I would do all sort of things, and sincerely they are giving you an advice. But have you sat down to think and put yourself in the situation if maybe they are passing through that and they are doing the opposite of what they are advising you to do? The only person you need to seek advice from is either your pastor or a professional counselor based on marital issues. Go to them, explain to them what you're going through. If it is something that solution can be found, they will definitely work towards it. And if it's something solution cannot be found, then you will know what to do. But don't just give up on your marriage because your husband just cheated on you once. It could be the reason why, but if it is in his nature, then the only thing you need to do is go to God, pray and ask God to change him. After all, the signs must have been there before you decided to get married to him. You just ignore that signs. Before you take any drastic decision, think about your kids, think about your family, and think about what's the effect it will have on your kids. Advice for the week: be careful of busybody friends that go about discussing issues that won't bring money to the table, instead land you into trouble. Please would love to hear stories of the challenges you're going through and those that have profound solutions to it. Until I come your way next week, I'm David Esther Sweet and you're on Real Woman Blueprint. Bye bye. Love you guys.